don't forget to subscribe for more reviews. Please also like. Thank you!
Hello there everyone, Tom here again, and today we have the privilege of taking a look at the, what are these, the Craftsman toys, BurstGallop and LightStrike. Here's the box is pretty, but it's just a matte finish, so it's not really the most prettiest box I've ever seen. But to be fair, I mean, I'm not buying these to be pretty. Let's go ahead and open this one up and see what we get on the inside. Empty box. Okay. Accessories for Computron. Looks like instructions and cards. Okay, yay cards. Directions. Ooh, it's a green and yellow and red. This may not be quite as easy as one would hope. Here are the two figures. And it's taped. Apparently on all sides. Let's see, here's the bike guy. And here's the airplane guy. I can't remember their names at the moment. It'll come to me. And looks like we've got a face for one of them. That's probably combined mode, I would guess. I'm going to lose that if I'm not careful. So I'm just going to set it over here. And take a second real quick and pull out the other pieces here. Goodness gracious me. Okay. Torso and legs. There we go. Okay. Torso and legs. Let's see here. Will this move out of the way? No, it won't. Okay. So I mean, this is just going to go in here, right? How is it going to work? Move up, pull down. I'll figure this out. This is not one of those has to be done right this second things. I bet you this pulls out. We'll figure it out. But yeah, there's that. We get the hand. and several weapons. Okay, we'll set all this, pardon the arm, set all this aside for the moment. Let's take us a look in a prompt and efficient manner at the figures. I'm going to lower my camera down just a tinch. Alright, first off, these are legend scale. Scattershot here, or whatever his name is coming in at about 5 1/4 approximately. He's got light piping. Haven't seen that in a while. And Afterburner, whatever his name is coming in at about 4. Yeah, and I mean, compared to Nemesis, they're bigger than you, brother. What do you think about that? Nobody's bigger than me. Ah! Alright, real quick, zoom in here. You can see all sorts of neat details. Yeah, I don't have a flashlight with me, or I'd do the whole light piping thing and show you. Head is on a ball peg, up, down, left, right. Shoulders are on a, feels like a universal joint. A little squeaky squeaky. Fans toy squeak, right? All the way out to there. Bicep rotation, single hinged elbow. Wrist goes up, down. That's all. Unpeg this. You get waist rotation, no ab crunch. He can almost do the full Chinese splits. Forward to... Alright, so he can do the full American splits. You just gotta move stuff out of the way. Squeaky squeaky. Thigh rotation, 90 degrees. Yeah, 90 degrees. The feet are on ball pegs, so you get all that. That's him. This guy right here. Nice ball peg, nice looking head sculpt. Shoulders out to there, so very nice. They feel like they're on a hinge joint here, if you can see that. Don't get a whole lot back, a little bit out. More than 90 degrees on the elbow. Bicep rotation. Ab crunch, no. He can definitely do the Chinese splits. And the American, so no problem. Thigh rotation built around the universal joint. 90 degrees on the knee. And the feet, whoa, have a rocker. Break his ankle rocker. Alright. Why don't we do some scale comparisons, and then we'll go into transformation. So we're going to transform old BurstGallop here. He's also Afterburner in G1, so yeah, that's his name. This is not horribly difficult, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to remember everything. First thing we have to do is get, well, the first thing I'm going to do is put the hands away, like that, on both sides. Just tuck in, and we kind of just get the arms out of the way. We need to move these down, lift them up, and then this is a single piece here, this black piece, so you got to move it on both sides to get it to work properly. Open this up, rotate that up, shut that back so that you cover his head up, move this forward, lift this piece up here. Alright, now we bring these, if I remember correctly, down, and we're just going to stick them kind of right here out of the way for now. Okay, there are posts and pegs that will theoretically line up and tab in. For the feet, for the legs, we open this up, bring this over. It's on a double hinge, as you can see. Roll it out, and there's a peg and a port right here. You just got to kind of line it up to make it look right. Close the feet together. Let's see here. Untab that, because you'll need it here in a minute. Oh. Lift this up like this. The foot has to come in from the back, so rotate it until it's about level to where you can just barely see the top there. Make sure the foot's in there. Bring this back down. And that one is done. This one here, same thing. Lift up. Rotate this around. Plug it in. Right there. Close the foot up. Rotate from the bottom until you can just barely see it. Close this up. Pull that out. Pretty sure. Okay. We should be able, nope, I'm sorry folks. This is supposed to stay right where I had it, which was right there. These come together. This comes up. Actually, this combined peg that you see right here has to fit in this connector port right here. If you have to do this one at a time, this is on a double hinge. Bend it as much as you can at the knees before you bring it up, and then bring it around, and hopefully, if you've done it right, it should just plug in. And if you haven't done it right, it will tell you in so many words. Look folks, you know how I feel about this. If you see me struggling with it, there's a really good chance you will too. There we go. And oop. Although to be fair, there does come a point of diminishing returns where you kind of have to cuss a little bit. I think that got it. And this comes down and tabs in. These come around and down, and there's on the edge of the fist is a little section that will plug in to that little groove right there, and you just got to wiggle it, maneuver it, but it will tab in when it's lined up properly. That one's not lined up properly. There we go. And that's pretty much Lightspeed. Then we take a little weaponry and they plug in up here at the top like this. Or not Lightspeed, Afterburner. Or dang it, what's his name? Yeah, Afterburner. I swear. What would I do without Transformers Wiki? I'd be making up names for him. That's what I'd be doing. And here he is in all of his glory. He does roll, sort of. This can plug in like right here. Kind of wish he had two of them, but that's okay. And also plug in right there if you want that. I guess technically it can't plug in up top, so don't even try. Yeah, but that's that guy all transformed. Let's Let's do Scattershot. Is that Scattershot? Whatever his name is. This guy right here, let's get him into from robot to this mode. So there's a couple of things here that have to happen for Scattershot, who they call LightStrike. And I'm not going to promise I'm going to get it all in one take, so if I forget something, I'll come back and we'll try and make it right. Let's see, the first thing I'm going to do, I think, is probably the hands. They just come in. I don't think I've turned them right. I think they go. Is that right? Alright. Sorry folks, trying to remember. There is a peg at the end of the hand, end of the wrist that plugs in right here. So just make that happen like that. Once you do, you can rotate the arm and it will slide up like that. So what I did was I opened this up, I undid this that was in there, right? Took the hand and rotated it so that that little point was up, tucked it in, pulled this over, shut that down, rotated at the bicep, pushed it up, and there you go. Okay? Take this back section and pull it away. It just tabs in a couple of spots. You can go ahead and open that up, lift this up, and kind of pull this forward. There are pegs on it that you can see right here that will go into slots right there. And that's pretty much it. And then pull your wings out like this. Lift this up. Move the head out of the way. There are connector bits right here that are holding the shoulders in place. You just have to lift these up, which will allow you to open this entire thing up here. And there's the combined mode head for those of us who are curious. Tuck that back in there where it goes. These bits come down and come into these little cavities here. While we're here, let's take the crotch plate and bring it down. Take the chest piece and rotate it. Push it up, rotate it around like this. Bring it down. Okay? Now we can, let's see here. That goes in like that. This bit, I think, is supposed to come up. Yep. So that you can encapsulate the head. Alright. Move these down and out of the way. And this will... What are you doing wrong, Tom? Connect right there like that. When you've got it right, it'll go right in there. I don't guess I have it right. That's okay. Let's see. These hip skirts are on ball pegs. They come around and they latch onto the flank right here. This one came off. As you can see, there are two sets. You just got to find the right one for the ball peg, and then just connect it in place, and that will help hold it together. Alright, are we forgetting anything, Tom? Don't think so. Not yet, anyway. When this latches together, it's quite secure. Alright, so we know we're going to have these come out and in, and up. these just connect right there? I can't, no, they don't. Come down here and close your feet off, right? Okay. These kindly out of the way. Your leg is connected in a couple of different joints. Lift up here, and then you should be able to disconnect this joint here. You can see where the connector bit is right there. Connects right here. That lets this come up. And then you just kind of combiner wars the legs. That will come up and in and lock into place. Same thing here. Lift this one up. Disconnect it right here. Combiner wars the legs until you get them where you want them. Which should be right there. That should be... I don't have my leg right. Hang on. Now what do you want to be so persnickety for? Get in there. You know you're going to. Why don't you just go ahead and go? Go to your home, man. Dang it. I don't know if you all can see in that cavity or not, but there. Is that it? No, it's not up high enough is the problem. Never mind. Yeah, it is. Alright, so that one locks in. Lock them together. Pull these down. Bring these down, and they will connect. There's a pin right here that'll go into a port right there. Bring that in, and down. That double hinge, you just gotta wiggle it until it gets there. Bring that down like this. Bring up the tail fin. Do the skin. Pop that into place, pop that into place, pull up the tail fin, and I am missing something, I think. It could very well just be this right here. I think that's right. And then we just pull these forward. And I think that might be it. I think so. The gun will plug in. Let's see, where did I have the gun? It won't, well, it did plug in somewhere. Maybe it didn't and I'm just dreaming. I would have told you for a fact I had this thing with its gun on. And I guess you could always just, you know, set it down like that. Oh, and pull out the landing gear so that it sits like that. You know what I forgot to do? That's what was messing with me. Rotate those around. That was it. Yep. Ay ay ay. Ooh vey. Anyway. There we go. There we go. Did I rotate that the wrong way? I think I did. Dang it. No? So I had this one right. Man alive. Did I? It can't be right. It's got to be like this. How long can you take, Tom, to try and get something right? Apparently a really long time. I don't remember where this goes now, but we'll figure it out. Alright, the last thing I want to show you is this. I've gone ahead and connected the leg, and it just slides in to these slots here. Something that I didn't know was when you look at this, it's like this and you can't get anything to it, right? But if you pull it back, it automatically detaches so that you can connect the proper piece there. So yeah, that works. And he can stand on one leg. How about that? Okay, let's go into combine mode and we'll see how Scattershot and was it Lightwave, whatever, connect here. Because I don't think that's correct. So y'all can see what I'm doing. So I was able to get him into arm mode. It wasn't the easiest thing I've ever done, and honestly, when I was playing around with it, I think it might be easier to put him into arm mode from robot mode than vehicle mode, just because of the way things work and what you got to do. I will say, this is not the easiest thing to do, and I almost did not finish this video. I almost gave up on it because of the connector that comes down in his body here. You'll see it here in just a little bit, but yeah, it's not the easiest thing I've ever done. I'm going to go ahead and start with these leg sections. Okay, go ahead and move these, and you can go ahead and tab. Can't see, sorry. You can tab, there's a connector bit right here that goes in, just tabs right in. Just like that. Pull out your foot, rotate it around, put it back in here, right? And you got to push it through, and I hope I'm doing that right. So what we're eventually going to do, don't know how well it comes off on camera, but there's some holes right here that this little connector bit will come up and grip. So you have to have it orientated kinda like this. Don't quote me if that's 100% accurate, because I don't know just yet, but pretty sure that's the way it works. We'll find out. Get in there, you. I think I mentioned this was not the easiest transformation, backwards, that I have done to try and put something into combined mode. So take that as you will. Also, I haven't really seen anybody else's videos on this yet, so maybe they have easier methods of getting it from point A to point B. That was not me. The other thing about this one is, no, it's Lightspeed. Or this is Lightspeed. It's not this one. Okay, you can go ahead and connect them, and when this connects in, the feet are going, or the hand is going to connect right here at this little crotch plate. So just be mindful of that. Go ahead and put your hands away, just like that. Like we were going back into vehicle mode. Okay. Now there is a peg right here It's going to go into one of these if memory serves. We're not there yet though. We're not quite there yet. Go ahead and we need to open this up. Bring this bit down as low as it'll go, just to get it out of the way. Open this up. Bring this as far down as it'll go. Open this section up. Lift up on this entire spot here, right? And you got to rotate it around 180 degrees. This is so that you have access to the combiner wrist port, whatever it is. Come on. There we go. There's that. Get that up and out of the way. Tuck your head back in. Close that down. Okay? Lift this up. Take your hands here. Which way is it? Rotate them. Other way. Okay. So this peg will go into this port. Just like that. Well, theoretically it will. Peg into port. Just like that. Then this will come up. Kind of sit right there. These, oh crap, what do you do with those? I think they come up like this if memory serves, and just kind of sit there like that. I might have it backwards. They may come around and, you know, like sit like this. I don't remember specifically. Well, I know that's not right. Okay, so. And we know they don't go in there, not like that. So, yeah, I'm bringing these down just for kicks and giggles. Alright, that's solid. Grab hold and pull, and this section right here is going to separate from the white section. I've already pulled the gray black section out of the white section once. It's a little concerning is the way I'll say that. Bring down your little clear piece. These legs will now rotate up, and remember they've got to plug into these little butt plates here, which they will do without too much trouble, and they're relatively snug. Once they're there, take your hand and it will plug in, he says. There we go, just like that. Now rotate. There's a cut joint right here. You need to rotate it there. And yeah, it's as squeaky as it sounds. Ooh, tight. That's your elbow, and you want that to rotate appropriately, which is not the easiest thing to make do. Oh. Dang it. Look, folks. Ooh. I get why they have this nice and tight, but at the same time, it's too tight. There we go. Okay. Oh, there's just one problem. Arms like this, it's got to go around to the other side. Oh, goodness me. crap, my fingers. There we go. Okay. And those came loose. Come on, get in there. There's one. Where'd the other one go? It's right here. Okay. And this one comes back up. And we'll plug in. And we'll plug in. And we'll plug in. He says, there we go. Okay. So now, thing just popped loose again. Dang it. Well, as you can see, this is not the easiest thing to do. Tell you what, I'm going to take this hand out here and see about getting this to line back up properly. Alright, now it's in. Now it's in. I'm going to take the hand, and the hand should theoretically help keep everything together. Theoretically. Alright, and there is, I'm sorry, I was looking at this thing, I wasn't paying attention to the camera. Truly, I hope you all got to see some of that. I don't know if I could go back through it again or not. Let's push these things on. Kind of angle them together so that they look like that. You can take your little cannon here. Just put it somewhere right, and here you have an arm. All done. Whew. Let's do the other one next. Scattershot here is actually harder than the other one, believe it or not. And it all centers around this part of the legs. Let me zoom in here a little bit. So if you all can see, this little section right here is supposed to be underneath this little white tab right in here, right? And you have to undo this to get it into combine mode. Yeah, it's not as easy as you might think. Let me just say it like that. Alright, where are we going to start at? Let's start at the back, I guess. Pull these forward and down. Pull these forward and down. Just getting these out of the way for now. Open up this part. Let's see, we need to unclip it from there so that we can bring out the combine mode head. Before we do that, open up this panel right here, and you've got to maneuver this using a series of hinges so that the little ears are sticking up so that they will come down and be encapsulated, at least in theory, by this thing. And I don't think I've quite got it right. It needs to go down further. Yeah. It's also not the easiest thing to get in and out. I don't remember. Do I need to turn it around? Maybe. It certainly went in easier. There we go. Okay, so I turned the head around and it went right fine. Pull out the combine mode head. Open this up. Pull out these two ears. Push this back down. Push this into place. Lock it back in. There at the collar. Okay. Pewee. Let's see here. the hands. Open this up, open this up, open this one here up. Oh, nope, I went the wrong way. Dang it. There we go. Okay, put your hand away, close this up. Now let's see if you can remember how to do this, Tom. It comes around and plugs in somewhere. I'll think on it. Let's see here. Open this up, open this up, pop that in, pull up this one, close it back, and actually I think it's like that. I think it is. I think that's exactly how it is. Pull these down and rotate them around so that they're like this. In fact, I'm pretty much sure that's how that goes. Pretty much. We'll figure it out. Alright, take these bits here, rotate them around, plug them in there, rotate and plug in, just like that. Let's see, what am I forgetting? Lift these up so that they're like this. Close the feet. And now we need to, I think we rotate the waist, and that one popped off. I think that's how that works. What am I doing wrong here? This has got to plug in right here and right there. Okay. This has got to plug in same way right here. I don't think it's in. It's not. Why are you giving me so much grief here? These legs are going to come up. You gotta maneuver them out, right? And they will plug in. There's one, and here is, oh good lord, two. Alright, now they're plugged in. Okay. I think maybe we should not have rotated the waist. Yeah, this comes up, and there's a little indention right here that this will fit on and in. Same thing here, little indention comes up and in. I suppose we can connect those. Go into your indention. Where's your indention at? Right there it is. Oh wait. Yeah, we've got to... There's a... where's it? Yeah, we gotta have that up. Dang it. So the hip skirts have to be like this so that you can get it in place properly. It'll come up and under and then in. Alright. This will come down, sit right there, head will rotate around. This is where we bring in this thing. And it will just kindly slide in here. Just like that, okay? And then you bring this in, bring this piece down so that it locks it in place. These things right here will tab in and stay tabbed in. Now we just bring it in here and they should plug in together now without any trouble, he says. Get in there. Alright. Those come down, and I mean I guess you can leave those up, the heels, or you can pull them down, you know, whatever floats your boat. The gun actually stores right back here, theoretically, like this. There's those two ports and there's that indention. It's just a matter of getting it in there, right? Okay. Pop these out. And these, there's a port right here. It'll connect to this little peg right here. Just comes in and down, just like that. Like that. Okay. And then to connect the arm, you literally just, let's see, line it up, right, and then you just slide it in place. And that, hang on while I raise the camera. And that's that guy. So yeah, that was a long thing. I'm 90% sure I've got it correct. I'm not taking it back apart again. I only did that for the purposes of this video. So hopefully everything worked and hopefully it was all in frame. Good night. Ah, Nemesis, I see you've met Computron. How's he doing this with just one leg and one arm? I don't know, but what do you say we get you down? Thank you. You happy now, brother? I'm never happy. Ah! Final thoughts wise, this is an intricate set. I think it may be too intricate. I think it may possibly be just over-engineered. This may be the level of engineering that is required to pull off something like this. I don't know. But to give you all the perspective, here it is next to Siegfried from Unique Toys. So he's going to be a decent size. If this was my first Transformer, would I buy another one? Well, it was a set of two, and it was I thought overly complicated. Take that as you will. I don't know. I might not. Anyway, should you buy this? I mean, we're probably, it's going to be a while, I imagine, before we get another Legend scale Computron. That's the whole reason I got this. I'm down, I've already put my money down for the MP scale sized one. I don't know, we'll figure it out. Yeah, anyway, this is Tom. Thanks for watching. Thanks for putting up with me for this long. I'll see you at the next review.
Don't forget to subscribe for more reviews. Please also like. Thank you.
Vitamin John. Operators are standing by.